This is my Traxxas Bigfoot No.1 review. It's Richie from Driftomaniacs here. This is the original monster truck. Traxxas have outdone themselves yet again. Recently they brought out the version of the Bigfoot, which has proved a super hit over Christmas. I would like to thank first of all F&M Hobbies in Flanders, New Jersey, link to them below this video and at the end of this video, for getting me such early access to one of the scale versions of the original Bigfoot No.1 truck. I'm hopeful that this thing is gonna blow our minds in terms of what the body is like. This truck comes ready to run, just $229 from F&M Hobbies, about $245 from Traxxas, so give F&M a call and get one of these before they're all gone, and these will be in limited supply, I guarantee. The other trucks, Bigfoot, sold out before Christmas. Well, here's a sneak peek of just what's coming up inside that box, and believe me, this body shell is mind-blowing. Well, the Traxxas Bigfoot is a 110 scale, two-wheel drive car. This is ready to run, or ready to drive, as they say on here. 110 scale, monster truck, 30 miles an hour plus. You get everything included in this in terms of batteries, charger, etc. Ready to take out the box and get it up and running in no time at all. So, let's have a look inside the box. So, just got to pull the car out very carefully. This time I've actually made sure it's the right way up. Very carefully going to slide that out. Don't need that. And let's roll that out. And going to get everything else out of the box, and let's get that uncovered. The Traxxas Bigfoot No.1 in all its glory, not covered in plastic. It is held on by the two body clips. The other two are in that pack. So let's quickly get this off, get the plastic off. If you thought the Bigfoot Traxxas release before Christmas was good, the Traxxas Bigfoot No.1 takes this to a different level in terms of the attention to detail, the scale, look and feel of the whole thing. I thought the other one was good. This one, very good. Comes complete with scale KC light bar to go on the top there. This just clips on, so when it looks like a two-handed job, so I'm just going to push that on in a second. Guess it clips on so that it can pop off in the event that you get a rollover on the car. The air vents on the front for the mock air vents for the engine on there. I'm going to have a look, see how they're fastened on. But again, I should imagine that has been designed so it can take the odd turnover without ripping them clean of the car. And the same with the roll bar. Looks to be fairly beefy, but we'll have a look underneath and see how that's attached on. So, going to take the camera off, walk around the car. Well, moving in onto the car, the first thing that pops out is these beautiful chrome wheel rims on here, and the proper monster truck type head on the tyres. On the original Bigfoot, the one that they released just before Christmas, similar type of rims, but these were a matte rim. The chrome ones really do jump out. Moving on to that gorgeous blue body, it is very shiny in a nice way. And our roll bar on here. Those KC headlights do just clip on there. It's fairly sturdily on there. They're not going to rock backwards and forwards or flop around, but at the same time they may just pop loose if they take a hard bang. On the bonnet, just check out those realistic engine mounts. Just going to have a look to see how these both those and the roll bar are attached on the car. There we go, our Bigfoot sticker on the front there. All of the logo, everything, the whole look of this vehicle is just done like the very original Bigfoot was. Moving round to the front, we have got this fantastic, this is super scale, folks. Trust me on this, it really does look something very special. Well, there may be the one and only Bigfoot number plate, because there was originally just one monster truck on the marketplace entertaining the public out there, and this is the thing that spawned the whole RC monster truck craze, is the original Bigfoot. This was the first monster truck. And just zooming in again, you got that rollover bar on there, although I should think the body itself probably provides much of the shock protection. Well, taking the body off, the one thing I would say is that the body feels very well built. It's I wouldn't say thicker than any of the other Traxxas bodies. It just feels very sturdy. The roll bar, just 4 screws holding that in place. A little bit, it don't look like they're going to pull through in a hurry. They've got washers on there to provide additional support. The same thing with the front, with the mock air vent for the engine on there. They've got washers, so they're going to hold on fairly well. Looking at the front, this bumper is attached on by some fairly beefy fixings on there. So that's not going anywhere in a hurry either. The one thing I would say on this body is it just looks phenomenal. It's like some sort of showroom car that you would see at a motor show. It is that super shiny, but I say shiny in a good way, in a nice way, not a tacky looking way. And there we are. So let's have a look at the car itself. On the car throughout there are dotted these little warning cards, things like relation to the motor, the ESC system. Read these warning cards before discarding them, particularly if you're new to RC. So what have we got here? As I say, 2-wheel drive. You got independent suspension on all 4 wheels. More of that in a suspension test in just a second. We've got our 7-cell nickel metal hydride battery located in the middle. So, going to take the camera off again, dive down and have a closer look at the car. Okay, starting out at the rear, we've got our 12-turn Titan mower providing all of our torque on there. We've got our gearbox with our spur gear and a pinion on here. This cover very easy to remove, very easy to fit that additional pinion gear that you may need to reach its maximum speed on there. You've got mounting points here for a wheelie bar. Doesn't come with a wheelie bar, but you may wish to fit one. Just moving them around there, we can see drive shafts going on down. Fairly beefy suspension all round. This car is based upon the Stampede and designed to put up with a severe amount of abuse. Roll bar as such, front and rear sticking up nice and high for providing that support. Well, swinging the car on round, on the right here we've got the XL5 waterproof ESC. This is LiPo ready. You will be able to fit a 2S pack to this car. 3S is likely to result in severe damage to the motor, so I wouldn't advise that in this instance, just the brush motor, but the ESC will take a LiPo on there for extra power and run time. On the left here we've got our watertight receiver box. No, the receiver itself is not waterproof. It is a watertight box the receiver is sitting in. Big difference between that and a 100% waterproof receiver. If you dunk this thing in water up to above here, then that box is likely to get water ingress into it. Moving on down, we have got our 7-cell nickel metal hydride pack that it comes included with. You will note the Traxxas ID battery connector on here. This car is fitted with the easy charging system. You can simply plug this into a Traxxas ID charging system. It recognises this is a 7-cell nickel metal hydride battery without you needing to do anything other than press the start button to charge. So highly recommend that system. Moving on down, we've got our steering servo turned upside down, but we'll look at that from underneath and get a better view of that. Front bumper, we've got a nice tough nylon bumper on there. So it's just about level with the front tyres. You may wish to, if you're just starting out, maybe you want to fit a slightly bigger foam bumper on there, but it will be an optional extra that you could invest in. Fairly beefy suspension setup on the front there. Looks like built to take plenty of abuse. Certainly the Stampede, which this is based upon, is a very reliable platform, and if you saw the test that we put the Big Throt that they sold before Christmas through, you'll know this car can stand up with plenty of abuse. We really did go to town in terms of our testing on this thing. Okay, our steering setup, you can just see in there. Hopefully that comes out well on camera. Just have a quick look at the rear drive shafts. Well, as I say, independent rear suspension all round. We've got a huge, I would say probably even 3.5 inches of travel in there, in the centre in there. Let's say both wheels, everything fully independent on there. Spinning it round, do a quick test on the front. And again, similar level of travel. In fact, the thing appears to have got a huge travel, possibly nearer to 4 inches, certainly well over 3 on there. Quick drop test for you. Lands very, very well from a couple of feet in there. The whole thing is very, very lightweight. I would say you're going to be impressed with this. That lightweight should also aid not just at acceleration but also runtime as well, and its ability to put up with abuse should it hit things, land hard, etc. The less it weighs, the less it's going to land hard. Well, just looking at these gorgeous chrome wheels, the interesting thing is these don't appear to have any foam inserts in them. Yet if you buy the aftermarket wheels for the Bigfoot, they come with the tires pre-glued on and foam inserts, but there doesn't feel like there's any foam in them. Well, we have our Traxxas 2.4 GHz transmitter tucked away in the end of the box. Double check the packaging, make sure there is nothing left in the box before you throw it away. Fairly basic 2.4 gig system on here. We've just got the steering trim on this one, no fancy other controls on there. The batteries, takes 4 AA batteries underneath, throttle, brake, steering, simple as that. Just diving on into our bag of goodies here. We've got various suspension parts for tuning the shocks with. We've got our optional pinion there for running at the maximum speed of this car. We've got mini toolkit, everything there needed to get you going. We got various body clips and foam parts on there. Traxxas warranty card. Always, always, always send off the warranty card. We have Traxxas stickers, which you may or may not opt to use. We got our nickel metal hydride fast charger on here, and what to do if it breaks down. And I'm guessing in here we have got our quick start guide. Well, we've got our Traxxas quick start guide, and I'd highly recommend that if this is your first RC, or even if this is your second, you read through this in detail and not miss anything that could cause you any kind of problem, warranty, breakage, anything like that. So, what do we get for our money? Well, we get our fast charger, our toolkit, our instruction manual, and our suspension tuning parts. We get the 2.4 GHz radio included, which nothing should interfere with. No interference like the old days with CB radios interfering with it. With 2.4 gigs, you shouldn't have that kind of problem. So you should be able to run this gorgeous car nice and safely. As I say, they target this with a top speed of over 30 miles an hour plus, with the optional pinion, which it is supplied with. Nice, probably 5 minutes job. Even if you're a novice, maybe 10 at a push to change that. Very, very easy. Full instructions in the quick start guide that's included with it. And this truck body, Traxxas have outdone themselves in terms of the scale. I can see people going out and just buying this body just to fit onto existing cars. It is truly gorgeous, well worth the extra money over and above the existing Bigfoot. The Stampede that this is based upon is roughly $199. This is $229 from F&M Hobbies, and the Traxxas Bigfoot that was released just before Christmas weighs in at around about $209. You will obviously find some slight variances in there in price wise, but that gives you a feel for the pricing on this car. F&M Hobbies, where I got this one from, very, very early on. They do have these in stock. If you want one, there is a link coming up, and there's a link below the video. Please do give them a call and mention you saw this video. Well, I would just say on this truck, the mod that we did for just $20 to increase the speed by 50% on the Traxxas Bigfoot just before Christmas, there is a link to that video just coming up. That same mod will work on this car and can be done for just the same money. That is something that I worked on closely with F&M Hobbies. That has proved a very reliable combination. If you like this video, then please share it with friends, and by all means subscribe. Well, I would just like to say thank you to F&M Hobbies for this exclusive access to the Traxxas Bigfoot No.1. There is a link to them below this video. They do have these currently in stock. I can't imagine they're going to last too long though.
Well, if you like this video, then please do subscribe. And if you want to buy your RC gear, where I buy mine, buy from F&M Hobbies in New Jersey. Many thanks for watching.